Every youngster sitting here, boy and girl, wants to be a billionaire. There's 8 billion people in the world and everyone can't become a billionaire. There's not that many resources. So only a few people are going to become a billionaire. I'm talking about dunya. Desires are ample. Resources are limited. So only a few are going to be acquiring that target. And what is even sadder than that, and a greater reality than that, is that we do not have a life to even enjoy the resources that we have. Even the resources, limited resources that we have, we don't even have the life to enjoy that, let alone the resources if they were to be fulfilled in line with our desires. And this is a very strong message that I want myself, first and foremost, and then all my brothers and sisters, my Holland Park family, to really, really sink into the soul, into the heart, and into the mind. Because at no time can we be satisfied that it is not time to move on. Allah Almighty may invite us to the next world. I was at the airport last night, and I said I was thinking about this topic. And then I put this down, notes. So our flight was 1 hour late. 1 hour late. So me and my wife, we arrived on time, half an hour before, and we arrived and they said, look, we're going to fly 1 hour late. So we're sitting there. Everyone is sitting there. All the men, all the women, the children are sitting. So we have 2 seats. Now this is our platform. And I found many people, they're sitting there, and after half an hour, some youngsters, they lie down on the ground like this. They're watching something. They're lying down on the ground. They don't care who has walked on that ground, if it is clean, if it is dirty. They're just lying there and unaware of the surroundings. Then there was a young couple from India that came, or not a young couple, there was a few brothers from India that came. They were sitting there. They had tash, the cards, tash. They sat down on the ground, played tash. It's like they're not worried about where they're sitting, what is happening, because they knew, I knew, they knew, we all knew that this is arazi, this is temporary. And in a few moments, announcement is going to be made that let's board the plane and let's fly to Brisbane. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter where I sit. If the seat is a VIP seat, if the seat has a hole in it, if the seat is not too clean, it's not new, it doesn't matter, because I know my stay there is temporary. And in a few moments, I'm going to hear the announcement, and that's what happened. After 1 hour, the announcement was made, ready to board. People that have on their boarding pass, 1, 2 groups, 3rd group, 4th group, 5th group, and then we boarded. This is a arazi. This world is like that. It's a temporary station. It's a temporary platform. It's a temporary platform. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Everything that we have done, and let me modify that statement. Everything that we have done for Allah is permanent. And everything that we have done for ourselves without Allah is temporary. Meaning that if a person was to provide water for the makhluk of Allah in this world, as one example, to the makhluk of Allah in this world, for Allah, this water will never finish. He will always find that which will quench his thirst in this world and in the hereafter. Everything becomes permanent. Anything that is attached with the permanent, or anything that is done for the permanent, Hayy and Qayyum, the everlasting, the ever living, anything that is done for him becomes permanent. And anything that is done without him, not for him, becomes temporary. Becomes temporary. This dunya, and I'm talking about without Allah, any action, any commitment, any statement, any juhud, any effort, any struggle, if it is not for Allah, it is temporary. Then it becomes a platform. It becomes a station. We were waiting there. We did not know if it is 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. We do not know if my call from the headquarters is in 5 minutes. My call from the headquarters is in 10 minutes. My call from the headquarters is 2 days. I do not know. But the call will come. The call will come, and I will have to move on. And when the call comes, whatever I have, I pick it up and I board my plane. And I leave the temporary station. This temporary station is the dunya, and that call is Malakul Maut coming and saying, Assalamu alaikum, ya waliyallah, the friend of Allah. It is time to move on. You have to leave everything that is from the dunya, and you take everything with you that is from dunya for Allah. Leave everything that is only pure dunya. Can't take it. Leave it behind. And everything that is from this dunya, but it is for Allah, you can take it with you. That becomes permanent. And this is something that we need to remember. Ramadan or ghairi Ramadan. It is Ramadan or it is outside Ramadan. The Quran is the same. The Quran and the blessing of the Quran has not made hijrah after Ramadan. That has gone to some destination where we cannot find it. Or it has gone to a destination where we do not need it. Obedience to Allah Almighty has not made migration after Ramadan. That we can't find it or we do not need it. Visiting the mosque has not made migration. It's not a flock of birds that at a certain season they fly away from one city or one country to another country. These things are permanent. Quran is permanent. Obedience to Allah is permanent. Coming to the masjid and having healthy, beautiful dialogue with Allah is permanent. What we are doing in the month of Ramadan is permanent. It does not make hijrah. And we need it. Because this is going to be boarding with us for the next journey. This is what's going to board with us on our plane to the next world. So don't make hijrah. Don't make hijrah. Don't make migration from the life that you were living in the month of Ramadan to a life that you were living before Ramadan. Don't make hijrah to that. All right, 3-4 days we've enjoyed. 3-4 days we've enjoyed, alhamdulillah. And I can understand we need to go to our families and we have to meet our families. This was the sunnah of the Prophet of Allah, the guidelines that have been given by the Prophet of Allah. But do not allow this to procrastinate. Isko tool nahi dena. This holiday of 3 days, if it becomes 3 weeks, then it becomes very hard to make a U-turn. Becomes very hard to make a U-turn. So Eid is 3 days, alhamdulillah, now let's make a U-turn and make hijrah and make a return, a ruju to the life that we were living, because it's inside us. Now to encourage us. I was thinking what to say to encourage us. We are very blessed people. Very blessed people. In terms of dunya, we are living in a beautiful country. We have food on the table. We have money in our pocket. We have resources. We are helpers rather than those that help. We help people. We help our families. We support our families. We empower our families. Allah has given us that position. Why? This is the distribution of Allah Almighty. But we are very, very fortunate, very, very blessed. Allah Almighty allowed this country to blossom and grow from strength to strength. Now, if we are people that are blessed, we travel as well. I travel a lot. You all know that. I have seen some places, and you have seen places. When I went to Norway 2 years ago, I thought I was in Jannah. What a beautiful sight. When we went to the town of Lofoten, and we were on the top of the mountains after a very long hike, and we were looking down, it seems like You go into a trance and you're not in this dunya. It is so beautiful, so majestic. And if somebody was to give me a brush to paint it, to modify it, to beautify it, I couldn't do anything extra with the brush that was given to me. Meaning it was perfect. It was so beautiful. And I made a video on this and I sent it, and you must have got it. When I was standing on the top, one of the things that was coming in my mind was, Allah made this so beautiful. And not every eye of every human being that steps on planet Earth will see this. How many of you have gone to Norway? Very few. How many of you will go to Norway? Very few. Not every human being will see this beauty. Only a few people, the people that are living there or the people that have interest in traveling and seeing beautiful sights, they will see this. Thousands and millions have died without seeing it, and thousands and millions will die in the future without seeing it. There's so much beauty in Australia and we haven't seen the beauty of Australia yet. True? Thousands. But Allah created this with beauty before even the human being. This is amazing. Adam is not here, but the beauty is here. Allah creates this temporary platform with beauty. I made mention when we were at the airport, it didn't matter if the seats are clean or not, we're just sitting there because we know we only got 1 hour. Allah knows you've only got 1 hour. And this is a true reflection of Allah's muhabba for us, that He knows that we're here in this world and this is a platform and it's only 1 hour, but He still gives it so much beauty. And He knows that not every person that comes will see this beauty. Only a few people will see this beauty. My Sheikh Mufti Taqi Usmani Sahib, who travels a lot, he was in a submarine somewhere. I forgot where. And he said, Uzair beta, when we went in that submarine and we went down, we saw colors that we have never seen on dry land. There were fish, ajib, and there were colors of these fish that we have never ever seen before. They were ajib makhluqat. And something came in his mind. And he said that now people are going in submarines to the depth of the ocean and they're experiencing this sight where there are makhluqat and fish with different colors, different structures, ajib, unique. Millions of years this ocean is here. And millions of fish are in the ocean right at the bottom. Allah could have made them black and white. We've just come up with the colored TVs. 40, 50 years ago, it used to be black and white. Allah Almighty made everything HD, colorful, from the time He created it. And there was no one to see it. There was no one to see it. There's so much beauty at the depth of the ocean and there's no one to see it. Allah knew that in 2020 there will be a submarine, or 2000, and people will go down and witness this beauty. Allah Almighty, and I want you to remember this, we want to have a target that is a permanent target, not a temporary target. Temporary will be taken away from us. If Allah Almighty created this platform, this dunya, with so much beauty, knowing that not everyone will enjoy the beauty, and millions of human beings through human history will not have the tools to enjoy that beauty. So maybe a very small percentage of humanity will enjoy that beauty, but He creates the dunya with beauty. And He creates the dunya with beauty knowing that I'm going to destroy it. He's going to wrap it up. He creates it to destroy it. I want you to think about what I'm going to say next. This is our target. What about that Allah Almighty creates to keep? Allah makes something to keep it. He makes this to break it. He makes it, He doesn't like it. It is a test. He makes it to keep it, and He likes it. And Allah Almighty has the power to beautify, construct something where the beauty does not become placid, stagnant, still, it increases. If this is the beauty in Norway of the platform that Allah has created, and He did not give it any time, He does not like it, it is only temporary, is to break it. He knows that this dunya is going to take so many people away from Him. So He's not looking at it with compassion and with empathy and with love. On the contrary, He's making something that He wants to keep for those that loved Him, that were dear to Him, that didn't forget Him. All the power that Allah Almighty has, He will invest in it to beautify it, to allow it to beautify daily, every minute. What is that target? What about that target? That target is not in our grip. It is not in our vision. If we are going to change what we were doing in the month of Ramadan after the month of Ramadan. Different angle? Very different angle. We are all interested. We want that target. We'll speak about this next week. It's a lengthy topic. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, return. The Quran, the ibadat, the ita'at, the recital, the listening has not made hijrah. It has not gone anywhere. It is here. And it is our need. Return back. Holidays are over. Eid holidays are over. Utla is over. Let's return back. We can't return back to that high level, but let's return back at some level. Do not give up all levels. Allah Almighty allow us to inculcate this message. First and foremost, myself and then all that are listening. Allah Almighty allow us to have a goal and a target that is truly permanent, that is truly beneficial. All that is not permanent, Allah Almighty allow us to invest in that in proportion to the need that we have towards it. And Allah Almighty allow us to invest in that permanent goal in relation to the need that we have towards that permanent goal. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. If you can stand up, yes, and then fill in the gaps, sit down. Allah reward you. Fill in the gaps, then we can sit down, mashallah. ठीक है, आप अज़ान दे दो. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة.